it is alleged that an accident victim was brought to the hospital, and for some reason, the relatives felt that he was not receiving the necessary attention. I don't want to go into details of what has happened because I know that by now it's all out there. But due to the action of these perpetrators, a nurse was injured. They also disrupted services at the emergency ward to the extent that some of the doctors and nurses even had to leave their post. The committee also noted that they filmed the emergency ward, which was unethical because before you do that in any hospital, you will need clearance from the authority. And if it is in the ward, sometimes apart from clearance from the authority of the hospital, you also need clearance from the patients who are there. And without all these clearances, they filmed the place. And unfortunately, they put it in the social media for all of us to see. It also appears that the attackers are unrepentant. They don't show any remorse. They appear to try to justify whatever that they did. The Health Committee of Parliament, in fact the majority side of Parliament, want to condemn this act. It is unacceptable. It is lawlessness. And we are calling on all authorities, the police, to investigate this situation. Gentlemen of the press, a lot of statements has been issued on this particular incident. The hospital authorities have issued a statement. The Ministry of Health has issued a statement. The Ghana Medical Association has issued a statement, all condemning the situation. And this morning, I've also seen that the minority side of the Health Committee, they are 5 in number, has also issued a press statement condemning the issue. However, they have given it a political twist, which necessitates me to come in to explain the situation. If you take their press statement, which is before me, they speak of a certain minority member who was attacked by one of the perpetrators, and goes on to say that there was a cordial interaction with the Honorable Minister of Health, that is between that perpetrator and the Honorable Minister of Health. I want to explain this and repeat what the Honorable Minister said, that irrespective of the circumstances, the perpetrators had no right to do what they did. This was a statement from the minister, the verbal communication from the minister. I don't know why they have decided to ignore this and try to look at the non-verbal communication alone. But this is what the minister said, that irrespective of the circumstances, he condemns their action. Now, if you go further to paragraph 4 of the statement that they released, they are saying that they are individuals aligned with or have a sympathetic relationship to the National Democratic Congress. I thought that for what happened, we unite as a nation. We unite as people to condemn what happened over there. And yet they are trying to say that these are people who are aligned with the National Democratic Congress. That is very, very unfortunate. And I want to let you know that the NDC, and for that matter, the minister, has already condemned such actions. They are even claiming that we are silent about it. What type of silence is it when the minister himself went to the site and condemned this action? He even went further to state that he is going to set up a probe. That does not mean that the police should not do their work. So in as much as it is an unfortunate situation, and I want to call on my colleague medical staff that yes, the Health Committee of Parliament is with them in this trying moment. We are going to ensure that the case is investigated, and we are also going to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book. We are calling on the police to issue some form of a statement on how far they've gone with their investigations and then their actions. And I hope that our friends at the minority should not be playing politics with the health of the people of this country. Let's unite in this case and ensure that we go to the root cause of this problem. And the root cause of this problem, I know that nobody has spoken about it, but I will speak about it. The root cause of this problem is the lack of medical staff, adequate medical staff in the facilities. And this problem is not a problem that has been created recently. For 8 years of the MPP, they did not employ everybody. As we speak now, we have about 1,000 doctors at home. We have about 48,000 nurses who are not employed. We have about more than 1,500 pharmacists who are still to be employed. And for the allied sciences and laboratory, I think it is in the tens of thousands that are at home and are still not employed. The NDC government cannot use 8 months to solve a problem that has been created within 8 years. So we'll call on the government to make sure that we continuously reduce the numbers. As I speak now, the doctors, they are still about 900 at home. Let's bring them in to assist in our hospitals, to assist in our clinics. Let's employ these nurses as soon as it's practicable, so that the situation at the hospitals will improve. And when that improves, I believe that some of these grievances or complaints that we hear every day about doctors and nurses will go down. Remember that most of the nurses and doctors are burnt out. When I say they are burnt out, they are tired, they are stressed. There's no work that you go, that you spend all the hours working and all the hours looking after people who are very sick and need care. And so at the hospital, these stressed people are the people we go and meet. And we can only reduce the stress by bringing in more and employing more. Thank you very much, members of the press. I'm grateful for your attendance on the committee.
Just a few questions. One, the nurses have threatened to their mother umbrella body, that's the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, within 48 hours. If the lead architect is not arrested, they will advise themselves. Improving further, the advice is that they will lay down their tools. What do you say to this?
Okay.
Okay, I think you take one because
Well, I will just appeal to the nurses to exercise patience. I've been working with them for the past 32 years. I know most of them are our sisters, our children, our mothers, and they have a lot of patience. What we can do is to ensure that we put a lot of pressure on the police to carry out their work. I don't know what they're going to do. That is left to them, but to make sure that they carry out their work. And we should also remember that the nurses, in fact, they've exercised a lot of patience, and we should be very, very grateful to them. Yes, so we should understand the situation and then deal with it. Yes, I don't see why the police should not arrest this person and let him go through the process. After you are arrested, you are granted bail. If there's a need to go to court, you go to court. This is the process. And we want the police to ensure that he goes through the process, and whatever happens, that is the law.
Honorable, some also believe that you stated that the inadequate medical staff at health facilities is actually to blame for this incident. However, some are also of the opinion that the way nurses or health officers treat patients at various health facilities is also contributing to such incidents. How do you respond to this?
Let me just be frank that nurses are also human beings, doctors are human beings. Most of us will react in different ways. It is not only the medical profession that you have such, should I say, altercations taking place. But when you are stressed, when you are burnt out, when you think that you have explained yourself and the individual do not understand, probably the second part of you always expresses itself. It happens to everybody. So they shouldn't take it that when it happens, for example, in a whole year at a facility, it might happen some few times. And you shouldn't draw a conclusion that all the nurses are like that, all the doctors are like that. No. We are brothers and sisters. We are living with you at home. You know us and we know you. So let us understand that, after all, they are human beings also.
Okay. In your statement, you said the minority should not politicize this issue because you believe in a recent crash should unify the whole country. And you further stated that inadequate staff at the various hospitals are the reasons why what happened yesterday happened. 7 months to 8 months down the line, how many nurses that have been posted under the government?
In fact, the situation has not worsened since we came. I must say that, indeed, even if you look at it, it has improved. The nurses that were posted by the previous government were not paid. And they left us 3 good years of nurses. That's the 2021 batch, 2022 batch, 2023 batch have all not been posted. The 2024 batch, they are doing their rotation as we speak now. And when we came, the 2020 batch that they posted, they had not paid them. And we had to come in, raise money, and pay them. And I believe that within some short time, we are going to call the 2021 batch. 2021 batch say that the number of batches that will be left at home will be 2 and not 3 after we paid the 2020 batch their money. So the situation has not worsened, but it will be better, and in the course of time, gradually, we will improve on the situation. I have always called on the Ministry of Health to even do what we call selective financial clearance, because there are hospitals in this country that need staff urgently. And I hope that one day they will hear say that if you agree to go and work in my constituency, Bolga or some other place, then you get financial clearance to go and start working there. And I believe this will help us also solve this problem that we are faced with.